Yo, it's Winstan here, blog post episode 13. Now, first off, I want to start with a big thank you to everyone that checked out my latest music video. I'm glad you like it, and also I want to say a big thank you to Norman Bates for helping out with the video. I want to also say thank you to Matt of Shinzu Media for filming and directing the video, and a big thank you to Raquel Candias. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it properly, but and the links to each of these people's pages will be in the description, so you can check them out, because they're all, you know, similar people to me with similar ideas. So, you know, if you like what I do, maybe check them out and enjoy it. Now, the past week for me, there's been a lot of changes. I gave up smoking, switched over to like a vape pen for the moment, and hopefully I can get rid of that altogether and completely cut out the act of smoking. But it's going to be a long journey, but we'll get there. And also, unfortunately, and I couldn't do it anymore, but for the past 9 months I've been a vegan. Now, it's been a really interesting journey for me, learning a lot more about food, about health. Researched it really well when I first started. Had to come up with a few complications when I first started, but went to the doctor, sorted that out and got some advice, and stuck with a real plan of you know, how to be vegan and how to be healthy whilst being vegan. However, I found myself getting ill a hell of a lot, and you know, normal things like stomach pains, colds, flu, and previous to becoming a vegan, I'd been ill, say for example, 6 times in the last 5 years, and I've been ill 6 times at least in the last 9 months. So I decided to switch back to a normal, balanced diet. It's hard for me to do because I still have the opinion on eating meat and fish, but started eating it again, which is a bit contradictory, but we're all a contradiction, you all know that. But yeah, so I'm not sure on my views on it yet, but the only way for me to know is to spend some time eating meat, eating fish, eating a healthy, balanced diet, so I can feel better, because I have been ill quite a few times and I can't be feeling like that. You know, I need to keep my energy up, I need to be riding a good fucking wave most of the time, because, you know, I'm putting out music, recording videos, and I want my energy to be up and good for when I make a video for you guys. So yeah, it's been tough. It was strange eating meat again for the first time, but it wasn't like a hard thing. It wasn't like, oh my god, because I have done it before, obviously, for 26, 27 years, you know, so it wasn't that hard a thing. But, you know, anyone out there who's working hard, maybe trying to achieve certain body goals, is on a diet, just remember, always keep it healthy. Health is number one. And, you know, it's something I have neglected. I know I preach about it a lot, but I have neglected over the last, you know, 6 months. Been so busy trying to get everything done, you know, create content for everyone. So it's been hard, but it was also a great experience. I've learnt a lot, and my views on food have shifted quite a lot. So I'll still be putting loads of good fruit and veg in my diet, because I forgot how much I loved them things, and always went for, like, you know, go out to a restaurant, steak, burger, but now it's opened me up to a whole world of new foods and tastes and things like that. I also just wanted to talk about certain things in the media and certain things to do with rap. Now, number one in America at the moment, I think number one album, and it's like top 12 on fucking Apple Music, is Migos. That album, Culture, and pretty much every song from that is in the top 20 of Apple Music currently. Now, I really like Migos. I think they're a great group, should we call it, and seriously underrated. And it took too long, in my opinion, for them to get as big as they are, because they started off this whole new flow, the whole sort of really choppy sort of rapping like that, But it's brilliant, and they are brilliant at it. However, I have a fucking big problem with everyone seeming to replicate that style. Everyone at the moment. I go on different places, different, places in social media. Don't want to name any names, don't want to offend anyone. Not that I can't take your backlash. But get your own fucking style, man. Migos do Migos. They're brilliant at what they do. Do what you fucking do. Be who you are. What comes out naturally, that's how you should rap. That's how you should sing. If you're an artist, when you draw, when you create, what comes out naturally and feels right for you to be drawing is what you should be doing. You shouldn't be just doing something to become famous or liked by more people. Because at the end of the day, like social media and things like likes and comments and shares are all well and good. And to everyone who genuinely means it when they do it, I really appreciate you. But, it doesn't really mean anything. I know a lot of people are on these places, and a lot of people get famous, have their whatever they do, you get that new chef who does that weird sprinkly salt thing, who's got like restaurants now. And I don't know, if he's a good chef or not, or it's just a gimmick. I don't know that. That's amazing when it happens. But what I'm trying to say is, there's too many people, especially when they're younger, that just want to be famous. Not be good at anything, just be famous. Because that's what's in popular culture nowadays. Things like Geordie Shore, The Only Way is Essex, what was the other one on Channel 4? It was set in London. But, these people are fucking talentless. Maybe they're talented at following, I don't know. I don't think they are, personally. I don't know them. And yeah, it's a bit judgmental of me, but I really don't rate these sort of shows, and I don't like the fact that they're in popular culture. I don't think it's the right place. I don't think it's the right thing to be showing the youth all the time. The way they treat each other. It's just like a gang of friends all fucking each other the whole time, and then getting pissed off at each other and going out in loads of different sort of pretentious situations that I wouldn't necessarily would want to do, even if I was a fucking billionaire rock star. I wouldn't want to do that shit. I like going to nice restaurants, but that's because I appreciate food, not because I want to be seen somewhere or seen to be looking a certain way doing something. And I feel it's really not teaching anything. And I understand sitting there and watching something and just letting your mind zone out. But stuff like that is dog shit. In my opinion, absolute dog shit. I don't know why people bother. And, you've got people walking around you've got girls walking around who are like young as fuck trying to dress like they're 20. It's just fucking weird. It needs to stop, in my opinion. I don't think it's right. And like the attitude of some of these people is fucking unreal. Like really fucking unreal. They think they're like the biggest thing in the world when they're not, and there's so many people out there, so many artists, and I'm not referring to myself. I know so many artists, I've heard so many artists that are so talented, have like amazing voices, write amazing songs with like depth and feeling. Some of them ain't even over 20 years old, and that's incredible. And these people don't get enough credit, people just hop on to the latest trend. People follow, suit like sheep do. I'm guilty of it too. I am guilty of it too, but we all need to make a better effort to just be true, be ourselves, like what we like, and not give a fuck about what other people's opinions are. It doesn't matter, And to some degree, there is a level of care that everyone has for other people's opinions. Otherwise you probably wouldn't wash, wouldn't even bother dressing, right? You just walk around with a fucking crusty old beard. So, that is always there to take into account. There is always a level of care there, but you've got to stop worrying about what people think. Let yourself care about what they think, and I tell you that is the key to stop worrying about what people think. Just be yourself. There's something about each and every one of you that are watching now that is special, and you're all completely unique in your own way. Whether no one's ever told you that before, and whether you don't think it, it's a fact that you are. We're all completely different. And that's, you know, one of the most amazing things about the world. You can go to different places with different cultures and learn so much. Different people who see the world completely different to you. Because, you know, they grew up differently, their surroundings are different, what they've been taught is different. And that really interests me. I've worked with many people from different countries in the past. Australia, New Zealand, Spain, Portugal, Greece, Italy, France, Poland, America. I'm sure there's some others that I missed. But, you know, with people like Trump coming into power, when they're just, you know, I don't know how it works. I don't know if I like the idea of Obama, you know, and he himself is a great character, a great front man to be a president. But I don't know if these the presidents get to make decisions or they're told what to do. So that led me to think about Trump. That led me to think about how much money and power, in terms of money, he has, and, you know, business, economics, that sort of stuff, right? Now, and this is no way, in no shape, way, or fucking form, anything pro-Trump. I'm against Trump. Forever. Fuck Trump. However, he is probably the only president of all time to have enough wealth and power that if there is people behind the scenes pulling the strings, to turn around and say, no, fuck yourself, what, you know, what you might have provided me, like power and, you know, wealth and things like that, I don't need it because I've already got it. Now that, on one hand, is a good thing, and on the other hand, a very, very bad thing. Like most things in the world, you know. We all know, like, responsibility and stuff. Some people, and, you know, people who are in the media have a responsibility, whether you like it or not. If you're popular in popular culture, you have a responsibility to them people to set the right fucking example, you know. I'm not saying, you know, I haven't done bad stuff in my lifetime, I fucking have, but that's why I'm trying so hard now to do the right things. So don't forget about what's right. You know, in your gut, that feeling you have, that first feeling that comes up. That's how I write a song. Whatever I feel first, whatever comes to my head first is what is meant to be there. And I'm trying my best to live life like that, you know? Always, but always go with your gut. It's telling you something. Might not always be exactly what you know, created it to be in your head, but your gut is telling you something. When you're wary of someone, it's usually for a reason. We've all had experiences shape the way we think and feel, you know, since we were kids. And that registers in us something. You know, when, like, I'm sure a lot of other people get this, but say you're out and about and you go into a room, you know, at a club or whatever. You get an instant feeling about it. And sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. You know, there's so many different vibes flying around here, there, and fucking everywhere. But you know, you have that feeling, okay? So trust yourself and believe in yourself. And this peace as always, much love, and I'll be seeing you soon.